Oh, we're live. Okay.
I'm going to surprise every time.
It's always a surprise.
I
But
know.
here, I'm going to do something right now that is just going to throw everybody off. Friday with Sue and Steph. Only we want to make you not think you're crazy. It is not Friday. Today's
yeah.
So Steph and I are doing Tuesday instead of Friday with Fridays with Sue and Steph, because Friday there was an expert who's going to be fantastic, Suzanne Schneps, and she was only available Friday at 10:30. And Suzanne
love her.
Yeah, she's going to answer all of the questions that people had and concerns people had about their teenagers right now, just like fatigue and the frustrations and everything people are dealing with right now. She's just going to bam out with the answers for everyone. So join us on Friday at 10:30.
The best. The
Yeah.
best reason for us to be on a Tuesday. But yes, you want to come back Friday.
I know, she is the best.
Yeah, it's totally true.
Friday, 10:30 with Suzanne Schneps. Be there.
I always say I wish she that she could live in my house and I could just pull her out when I needed her. But the irony is she did live in my house.
You bought your house from her.
Yeah.
Did you buy it from her, or she had lived in it?
From her parents. She grew up in this house.
Yeah, that's funny.
So it's got good juju. So I like to think my instincts are actually coming from the walls and coming from her.
That's nice. That's really nice, because it's much cheaper than having to go to her office.
Well, ish.
No, you got the house, but now the walls are there. Okay, so we're going to talk about today, just how captive are we by our devices? And especially, like, it's winter here in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's getting harder and harder to kind of figure out how to socialize. I did go for a walk today in the park, and it was beautiful, but it was icy. So it's like, how do you get out there, get to talk to a friend, and enjoy yourself now, when mostly what we're doing is what Steph and I are doing right now, looking at each other on a screen, and you're looking at us on a screen. Yeah. So what's your story, Steph?
My first story is, I hope you're wearing new hiking boots.
Nope, they never came. Yeah.
Okay. My story is, I think I'm definitely cognizant of more screen time during this. And we've been talking about Netflix and things we've been watching. But I feel the judgment coming from my phone, which is constantly reminding me of my screen time. And it's funny, I just went to look at my phone to figure out when it shows that. But there is some screen that something comes up where it says like like how much time was like social networking. And do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't have it. I must not have the notification on. I don't have it.
Well, I need not to have it. Is what I'm saying, because it will show me.
I think the data will be there, and you could search for it if you want without having the notification on. So
okay, I'm gonna have to look at it. But the next time it came up randomly, I don't know, a couple months ago, certainly during the pandemic, and I'm like, oh, that feels kind of judgy. It was like social networking, and just even the words. I was like, I remember like bristling at my phone, thinking, "You're not the boss of me." Like, I'm going to do what I want to do, but I am cognizant of it.
That's very funny that you're talking to your phone like that. You're not the boss of me. Did you see there was a meme about how like it was from an athlete or somebody, I can't remember who it was from, and his wife says, "Why are you whispering?" And he said, "Because I'm afraid Siri. I'm afraid whoever is Siri's listening." And he said, "My wife laughed, I laughed, Siri laughed, Google Home laughed."
Not so funny.
So I said, I posted it, and I said, it made me crack up, then it made me terrified, and then I just laughed. Then you just kind of.
Yeah. What's your story?
Okay, so my story is that we had a storm last week, and the electricity went off. Now, it went off for, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes. Okay. But the first reaction in my house, I happened to have everybody home at that time. So there were 8 people in my house, and 8 people going, "Oh my God, my phone is in charge. My computer is in charge. My iPad is in charge." Like lots of like reaction to not being prepared for that moment. And then by the time they were done flipping out, the electricity went back on. So my house was like a herd of elephants. Like everybody was racing to plug in every device while the electricity was on. And I just thought, okay, it's 2020. It's probably 20 anything right now where this would happen. But in particular, right now, when our lives depend on access to people through our computers and devices, I think, it was like, well, how am I going to talk to my friend later? How am I going to get my work done? Like, there were just so many components of it, and everyone was flipping out. And I was laughing so hard because I'm in my bedroom and I'm hearing the thumping up the stairs and into the other rooms. And it was like, who's not using their phone charger? It was crazy.
Oh my God. I think I can change your life in an instant.
Really?
Yeah. So we
have a generator.
We don't have a generator. My husband's been talking about a generator for years, but we have a battery backup. I'll take a picture of it. Maybe I can even put it in our chat. And so like it's constantly like storing energy. And then all of a sudden when our power went out, I'm like, wait a minute, I think I can use that big block of thing that I trip over in the family room. And so you can plug into it because it's got stored energy in it.
Oh, yeah.
Stored power, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't think it was expensive. We've had it forever. That's probably the first time I've used it. Yeah, and lots of plugs in it and lots of, it can make a lot of people very happy.
That's good to know.
It's like pizza.
Oh, that's such a funny place that your head just went to. Okay.
That thing, like I'm not pizza. I can't make everybody happy.
That's very funny. So what, in fact, did your phone tell you about your usage of time? Like, do you want to reveal that, or is it very personal?
No, it's not so personal. I think it had me at 3 hours on a certain day and 4 hours on a certain day.
But I thought I learned a new word today, recreate.
Right.
Do you want to know that word?
Yeah, put it in the comments. I used the word recreate. What did I say?
Did you make it up, or I thought it was on your phone.
So that's a good question. I don't know the answer.
So it comes out looking like, I'm going to type it in here because it looks like recreate.
Oh, that's funny, right? Because
it didn't make sense to me in the sentence. And then Stephanie said that it was like recreate.
I used it as a verb.
Recreation, so recreate.
Right, that I was recreating versus working.
But so what is the word that they use in the analytics?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to figure out because I'm not sure when I see it. Isn't it funny? I feel like I don't know when it comes up. Such a strange thing where I've seen it so much and now I'm like, wait, where have I seen it?
I just spent 2 hours on the phone with Apple last night to get my new computer, the data from my old computer transferred to my new computer. Anyway, I'm feeling so accomplished, even though they literally take over your screen and there's an arrow telling you where to click. Like someone said to me this morning, don't you feel so proud? And I was like, well, I do feel proud, but it's for nothing. Because there was I didn't have to think. Literally there was an arrow and I clicked on it. And then there was an arrow and I clicked on that. But it's amazing because the computer store, the Apple store, is going to take my computer for 2 days. And I can't, what am I supposed to do for 2 days?
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Okay, just found it.
Yeah, where is it?
The light is so bad. Okay. So that's today. Now it looks different since I changed my operating system, but all I did was I scrolled up and then it brought up I don't know if
it's in settings. Is it in settings?
It is in settings.
Under notifications?
That's funny. That's not how I got there. So I have to.
Okay. Well, everyone is bored with us right now. But if anybody has it on theirs and knows how to get to it, can you go into the chat and tell us?
Yeah.
So last week,
when I swipe down, it brings up a bunch of so I must have notifications on these. And so it does bring up. Okay.
Screen mirroring. Nope, that's not it.
But now, of course, I need to look at what it's telling me about my behavior. Of course, I just lost it. So, oh well.
The question is, what does Apple think of you? That's what the real question is. Does Apple think I'm frivolous with my time? Does Apple think I'm using my time very judiciously? What's my grade, Apple? What's my grade?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I feel like they're using their power not for good. That's how I would say it.
Well, a lot of people would agree with you, but I'm not sure this app is the thing that really is standout of not for good.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. I just, yeah, I feel judged.
Yeah. Well, since I don't have it or don't know how to get to it, I'm feeling fine today.
Okay, here's the other thing.
Thursday morning, I'm going to be talking at 10:30 to Dr. Stephanie Newman about cyberbullying.
Wait, when?
Thursday at 10:30.
Okay.
And Friday, Suzanne Schnepp's answering all of your questions to people who are listening right now. And you can add more here about what are you worried about with your teens during this unusual time, this trying time, this unprecedented time. Let's think of all of the adjectives. Yay, Lori. We're going to share what Lori has to say. It's always so much fun to see you. Lori says, Christmas shopping is also different. So much time spent online shopping, just not as fun as being in the store and seeing the selections and store decorations. I miss that, but on a good note, it makes for a cheaper bill. Having our devices constantly around us now makes it important to keep charged. One of the new things on holiday list is a multiple charging station with extra life. Oh, so can you put the link in for what it is? Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, so I find myself never having a wish that doesn't get resolved. This is new to me. Like I would spend years thinking about replacing like a teapot. Oh, literally being like, well, it still works. Why do I need a new one? But it is scratched and it doesn't look nice. And, it smells a little bit, but it still works. Yeah. And now I see something that doesn't particularly appeal to me. And one click, it's there. And it's there. It's not even like you blink. You're like Genie.
Yeah. I was just going to say someone's got to do like a skit, either SNL or something where you hit like place order and then the doorbell rings.
Did you see the skit they did on mothers, the parents and their kids? Oh my God. It's I think 3 different families with the parents telling their kids they can't come home for the holidays. It's hysterical.
Was it the past weekend?
The kids are telling the parents that it's not good for them to come home for the holidays. And it is so dead on. Like we are all represented in those 3 scenarios.
I have to look at. Was it this past weekend too?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. It was hysterical.
I got to look it up.
One of their very better skits of like really mirroring reality.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you pronounce that? Hammacher Schlemmer. There was a store in New York when I lived there, but I never know how to pronounce it. Okay, I'm going to look it up and see what it is. Thanks, Lori.
Oh, that is funny. And price? How much is it?
Well, I don't know. Lori, how much is it?
Lori's like Siri. Ask Lori.
I know.
Lori, how much is a Hammacher Schlemmer?
Yeah. Anyway, anything else to talk about? Because we're not going to see them on Friday.
No.
I got it right? Hammacher Schlemmer? Okay.
Yeah. I would have butchered that.
It's my 3 years of German.
Yeah, you did really well.
Thank you.
Really well. All right, guys. Hope to see you on Friday.
Thursday and Friday. Really good conversations.
Bye, guys.
Take care. 99.95, Steph.
Oh, I was going to say if it's under 100.
Oh, there you go.